It seeks to divide government, confuse the public, and claim credit without assuming responsibility.
The ANC says the DA is a nightmare. What does it mean for the government of national unity and ultimately us? Calls for schools to show Netflix's Adolescence to help combat online misogyny and bullying. And the dire wolf depicted in the series Game of Thrones has been brought back from extinction after 13,000 years. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton. It's been a better day on the markets, with many rebounding after massive losses yesterday as a result of Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs. There's also been movement regarding the Government of National Unity and the budget. The ANC's National Working Committee has resolved to reopen negotiations with parties within and outside the GNU to resolve the budget impasse. The GNU has been divided, with the DA and Freedom Front rejecting Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana's fiscal policy framework due to the 0.5% VAT increase.
The Working Committee resolved that we will reset the button to engage with all political parties in the GNU, as well as those who are not in the GNU, to address the impasse with regard to the budget. We intend to do that within a period of 5 days.
The ANC says it's also fed up with its never-ending disputes with the DA, with Mbalula suggesting the Blue Party has been a nightmare. He cited the DA's rejection of the Bella Act, Expropriation Act and the national budget, and accuses them of pulling back the GNU.
It seeks to divide government, confuse the public, and claim credit without assuming responsibility. This dishonesty undermines the very essence of collective governance.
The DA has been clear and consistent about our positions in government, and not once has the DA gone outside of the GNU to lobby support for our position, which is exactly what the ANC did, defining itself outside of the GNU.
Action SA says if the ANC reneges on a tacit agreement with them to retract the value-added tax increase that will come into effect next month, it can forget about getting the actual money bills over the line in the coming weeks. To the Vaal, where the waters below Vaal Dam continue to rise. Some residents around the Orkney area have been leaving their homes after an evacuation order was issued. At the weekend, the Water Department opened a fifth sluice gate after the dam surged to 106% capacity, raising the risk of localized flooding. The bad weather isn't helping. The South African Weather Service has cautioned of heavy downpours in most parts of the country today. A yellow level 4 warning has been issued for the Northern Cape, Northwest and the Free State.
These thunderstorms mainly can result in heavy downpours that could lead to flooding of roads and low-lying areas, but also possible damage to infrastructure due to strong winds from those thunderstorms.
The Western Cape is also being hit with wet, windy weather. Heavy rains too in Democratic Republic of Congo. More than 30 people have died in floods there. Police Minister Senzo Mchunu says provinces across the country will have to follow Gauteng's lead and provide police management with a detailed list of criminals involved in serious crimes. Gauteng was able to identify 450 criminal kingpins involved in cash heists, hijackings and ATM bombings. At least 150 of these criminals have been arrested and 15 killed in the province in the past 2 months. The police minister was speaking at the policing summit at Emperor's Palace in Kempton Park, Gauteng.
We look forward to this summit, changing the course of policing in our country. As you have said, that we would like to improve the manner in which our police function, and what better place and summit is there than to have the people who are engaged in the whole task of policing directly, and many other people who are their collaborators, particularly communities, academics, the religious community, and many others, as well as colleagues who are in the local government sphere.
Dozens of protesters in Soweto have accused Police Minister Senzo Mchunu of failing to act in the case of a 7-year-old girl raped in Matatiele in the Eastern Cape. They've handed over a memorandum of demands this morning calling for an urgent investigation into allegations of police corruption and the resignation of Mchunu. The child was raped, allegedly on school grounds in October last year, but police say investigations at the time produced little evidence and no witnesses. After the NPA declined to prosecute the case, police top brass have in recent weeks reopened the case and deployed specialist detectives to the Eastern Cape town to pursue new leads. Accused number one in the Jocelyn Smith trial, Jacqueline Apollos, claims he was instructed to implicate the missing girl's mother, Kelly Smith, as being the mastermind behind her disappearance. Legal teams continued to argue during a trial within a trial today for the court to decide whether confession statements made by the accused can be used as evidence by the state. Accused claim the statements were made under duress because they were allegedly tortured to admit their involvement in Jocelyn's disappearance.
Defense attorney Fani Hardamser, who represents accused number one Jacqueline Apollos, says his client was instructed to say Kelly Smith orchestrated her daughter Jocelyn's disappearance. Hardamser cross-examined Sergeant David Fortuin today about Apollos' interrogation on the 5th of March last year. Fortuin denied having knowledge of the accused being tortured and being told to implicate Smith for Jocelyn's disappearance. The detective says after Apollos made the confession, he overheard Smith question the accused about why he implicated her. Fortuin says Apollos and Van Ryn then made confession statements the following day. Carlo Peterson, Eyewitness News, Western Cape High Court in Saldanha Bay.
China has urged the US to show sincerity in nuclear talks with Iran. This comes a day after Washington and Tehran made the shock announcement that high-level discussions will take place in Oman. The Chinese Foreign Ministry says the US was the country that unilaterally withdrew from the comprehensive agreement on the Iran nuclear issue and caused the current situation. The US should therefore demonstrate mutual respect. US President Donald Trump says Tehran will be in great danger if the negotiations on Saturday fail. UK lawmakers have suggested the Netflix hit show Adolescence be shown in schools to help educate British teens about the impact of social media and to combat online misogyny. A 4-part series explores themes related to the effect social media has on children, misogyny, and young boys consuming so-called red pill content. Red pill content is an online culture that relates to theories of masculinity, gender roles, and relationships. Counselling psychologist Charles David says parents need to start talking to their children about these issues from a young age.
Because whether we like it or not, family upbringing shapes a lot. But I don't think it defines everything for young people, but it does have a huge impact on it. So we can't wait till our kids are adolescents when they withdraw from it. We can't wait till then to have open and clear communication.
And the dire wolf has been brought back from extinction after 13,000 years. The Dallas-based biotech company Colossal Biosciences said the wolf had been revived through their de-extinction process. According to CNN, the animals were produced using advanced gene editing and cloning techniques and drawing from ancient DNA samples belonging to the extinct dire wolf species. That's it from us. Don't forget to download the EWN app.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent.